2024 predictions, and I'm working on Pisces right now. And so I've been pulling all kinds of cards here, and I have them all ready just so we don't have to spend all of our time shuffling. So the first card out, which is the overall energy, is called Your Body's Power. Your body is yours. Celebrate your temple is the card. And so I decided to look and see what that card is talking to. And what it's actually talking about how our body contains the memories of everything that it's been through. And sometime there's things that happen in our life, things that happen to us, or things that we've done, um, and they hold the memory inside the body, which it can it can cause illness and pain, suffering. And I feel like throughout this year, I kind of feel like you're understanding that. You're understanding that some of the wounds that you carry, or some of the illness that you have, possibly is coming from something you've been hanging on to. I know it's a deep message, but that's why I looked it up. So then I pulled one card for your challenge, and it's Seven of Cups. Can be about confusion, but it can also be like looking back over your life. And this could be hard. It's in your challenge, right? Because I feel like this is actually going back through all the things that you've been through and being unapologetically honest, with yourself. And maybe you're making the connection to some type of way that you feel and some type of thing that happened, you know? So, January, February, and March, the first card that came out is letting go of self doubt. So, I do feel like, inside yourself, you have some kind of big doubts, and they could be causing you some illness, Like, I guess self doubt would, I mean, for me, I would think that would be like maybe um, you might be able to feel like heartburn. You know what I mean? Like it might manifest in irritable bowel syndrome, if it's something that has to do with your childhood, for instance, because that would be sacral chakra. So I don't know. I just feel like you're kind of making the connection that your body is hanging on to some toxic energy and it's causing you sickness. And maybe it's time for you to like clear that energy. So letting go of self-doubt is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Cups. Like letting go of all the past stuff, telling Spirit, like I've had enough, like this has all been too much for me. Higher self leading you toward unconditional love to yourself. Like understanding yourself on a deeper level. I feel like your higher self is helping you out here in January, February, and March. Maybe before where you felt like you had, like you were, I don't know, a lot of emotions, right? And your higher self is saying, like, we can transmute all that into unconditional love for yourself. The fact that you made it through all of it as you're looking through your past with the Seven of Cups. This is your challenge, is to look back at it. It's so hard, isn't it? But that's what I feel like is happening throughout the year, and looking back and being honest about where you've been, and the choices you've made, and the people who have hurt you, and the situations you've been through. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be emotional. And I feel like, your higher self is guiding. And the whole purpose of this exercise is to love yourself unconditionally, body, mind, and soul. And I feel like your soul is taking you on a journey quite like that. I see that there's going to be a big change here. There's a message coming in, and I don't know if it's from your higher self or what, but I do see a change coming. There's a car. So this could mean that you're getting a new car. It could mean that you're going to travel to visit people. It could mean, um, that something big is changing in your life. I do typically use the Kipper deck for career and finance, right? So I feel like as far as career and finance, I feel like something's coming in to change what's going on in your life. And it's a good change. It's not a bad change. Shall we see what it is? Spirit, tell me what happens. Because this is like after you let go of self-doubt, something big is coming in. It's changing you. It's changing. Tell me what the change is. Well, it's a tower moment. It's divine timing, and it's you're being moved. I feel like you've been in a comfort zone and it's not doing you any good. Tell me what the message is. So you could actually be moving like to a whole nother place to live, right? Maybe you're moving in with family, home, commitment, soul tie. I feel like you have a message from a family member, and they're either coming toward you or you're going toward them. But something huge is changing because of this visit, because of this message, because of whatever this is. And then the love message is deep in your heart, you already know what the answer is. Do what feels right. So maybe somebody's asking you to move. Maybe it's your higher self. You already know what the answer is. Your higher self already knows. And then in your spiritual activity here, I see a brand new beginning. I feel like it's exciting, and I feel like you're feeling very grateful. You're feeling very loved. I feel like you're also in a love aspect, standing up for yourself, letting go of self-doubt, understanding your value, right? Here's the Seven of Cups again and the King of Cups again. So the Seven of Cups is the challenge, and the King of Cups is the answer, right? So I kind of feel like there's a new beginning. I feel like you don't know what to do. Look, it's at the bottom, Ten of Cups. This is about unconditionally loving yourself. So I feel like there's something happening here. There's a big change coming. It has to do with your family, maybe where you live, your home, and what you're committed to. I feel like there's a reunion with a soul friend. Now, this could be, just someone that you've known from the past. It could be a past life person that's coming in, but I feel like it's a family member. And I feel like there's something very important about this movement, because it's the movement that brings you in that loving yourself energy. Remember about your body holding on to stuff and making you sick? I don't know who I'm reading for, but that's what I see. And I think there's a change needed, and I think it's coming. January, February, March. You can expect some kind of change, some kind of movement. You could even be moving, right? Um, April, May, and June. The card that comes out first is Clarity, Truth, and Transformation. And then the Death card comes out. Death and Rebirth, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Cups. So I feel like you're getting clarity about something, right? It's a Nine of Wands thing, and there's a child here. So remember, we're still thinking about this body hanging on to stuff. It's the overall energy, right? And I feel like you feel very guarded here, or maybe you have felt very guarded. and you're getting clarity on a situation. Let's clarify and see what this is. Like it's a Six of Cups, it's a Nine of Wands, so it's something you can't stop thinking about. Something that happened in your life, and it makes you feel some type of way, guarded. You got to protect yourself. Maybe you feel like a victim. I feel like I heard my doorbell. Okay. All right. Whatever this is, I do feel like it's a inner child wounding, because the healing the inner child comes out. And I feel like you've been living in some kind of an energy, like where you don't feel like you specifically are enough. And I think that you probably picked this up in childhood. Maybe you always felt like there was something wrong with you, something like that. But I feel like something huge is changing here. The way you see it, you're getting clarity. It's your higher self coming in one more time. So I kind of feel like your intuition is beefing up here. January, February, March, April, May, and June so far. I do feel like you have um, clarity on something that happened as a child. And I think what they're going to show you is the purpose. Like, like this was part of my purpose. This is part of our purpose, says the soul to the human. Um, and I think, like, understanding this, it does change you. It changes the way you feel. And maybe you're ready to let go of this feeling that you've had probably ever since you can remember. It's a feeling of I'm not enough. And it's affected you. And think about this body card. Like if you're holding all that inside of your body, I mean, it really could be causing illness. And I'm sorry I keep mentioning it, but it's just looking at me, that card. It just keeps like saying, like, don't forget about this part. Because I feel like there's some of you Pisces that are suffering from some kind of illnesses from this childhood wound. Like it's settled somewhere in your body and it's wreaking havoc. And I think, honestly, I think you have the power to change it. And that's why it's here. And that's why I keep looking at it. So I kind of feel like there's a new path coming here in April, May, and June. I feel like it is transformative. There could be like a new lover here or something, but I feel like it's different. I feel like whatever it is, it's changing how you feel. So there's a person here. This could be like a love situation. It could be like a work partnership. But it's definitely a new direction. And it does change things for you. I'm seeing a bunch of butterflies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Okay. This could be a new person. It could be a new person, or it's memories. But it says there's a new pathway. So you have a new pathway, but maybe there's something like some kind of nostalgia or some kind of memory that's sort of stopping you from moving forward. I kind of feel like whatever the memory is, it's sort of like you're trapped in it. You know what I mean? Like you're trapped in it. Like you relive it. Maybe you dream about it. Maybe you wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat. It could have something to do with when you're little. Okay, so I feel like there's someone coming in here that could change your life, but for some reason, like, I don't know, there's darkness surrounding you. So I think you have an opportunity, but I don't know if you're going to take it. And then your love situation, it says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So this could very much be directly related to that last message, right? Because there's someone coming in, and I mean, basically this is saying you feel like you don't even deserve to feel happy. Um, and your higher self is saying, like, it's not true. You deserve to be happy. But now imagine what that would do to your body if you felt like you didn't deserve to feel joy and you stopped yourself from feeling it every time. Like you're almost calling in depression and worthlessness, by feeling like I don't deserve to feel happy. It's about whatever this memory is, you know. Um, Spirit, can you give me some advice for these guys? Because I don't like this. Like, how can they really get the clarity? I see clarity is coming in, but tell me what the clarity is. Show me in a card. Three of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Devil card. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So I feel like, honestly, this looks like you just don't see yourself like you are. You don't see yourself like Spirit sees you. You don't see yourself like, well, anybody else sees you. You're looking through a cracked mirror. And even though you know the right answer and what to choose and what's best for your highest good and growth, you're not choosing it because you don't feel like you're worth it. And that makes my heart almost hurt. So let's keep going here. So here's some advice. So we got the King of Scrolls, who is King of Swords, and he's all about knowledge. He's all about honesty. He's all about truth. And Three of Scrolls is about setting your course, traveling, relocation. So 2 times we see that. So I feel like you get this message, and maybe you're moving somewhere and you're really doing it here, April, May, June. And it's because you're getting clarity. Maybe you're getting some kind of new information about your value here. This card is also about broadening your horizons, like going further than you've gone before. Tapping into those wishes and knowing that you deserve them, and then just going for it, making plans to do it. Maybe you have a plan that you'd like to actually travel, but maybe, I mean, it looks like you're sick or you're not able, right? But I kind of feel like it's about all this pent up stuff that you've been hanging on since you were little. It skewed your view. You feel absolutely like you have nothing to even be rewarded for. Bullshit on that. That is such old ideas. I just have to say that right now. That sounds like old religious dogma. And that is not true. Oh, it makes my head fucking hurt. Is there somebody with a headache up here? I can feel it. I feel like whatever it is that you're feeling about yourself, like, whoa, man. Spirit, tell me some advice. Like, how can they stop feeling like this shitty way? Spirit guides are assisting you. And honestly, I feel like, what's going to happen is there's going to be a whole bunch of love, probably from the spirit realm. You're going to feel it. If you have people who have crossed over before, you know, like in your family, I feel like they're all around you here and help and loving you until you can love yourself. You know what I mean? This is a sad reading, Pisces. I'm so sorry for whoever is going through this. So July, August, and September, it says understand your true beauty. So again, you're revamping the way you see yourself and what you're hanging on to, right? And I feel like it's, you know, it's because of spirit. This is the Hangman's card. And this is where spirit shows you a new perspective. Like you've been looking at it this time, this way all the time. Like you're carrying around a burden, you know, whatever it is you believe about yourself, right? It's a fucking burden and it drags you down. But spirit, what they want to show you is like, it might have felt like a burden, but it was a great success. It is what I planned for. Like, this is your higher self going like, human, like, release this stuff. Look, we successfully made it. You don't have to hang on anymore. We did it. We came here to feel the energy and move forward. You've done it successfully. I feel like you're getting that message from your higher self. And for some reason, something in your life is changing. This could be about your mother. This could be about something legal that happened, right? Or it could be about a job or anything else. I have mature woman, wealthy man, adjudication. Something's being made fair. You're seeing something fair here. Again, this is supposed to be your career and finance situation, but I feel like this story is so much bigger than that. So I'm hoping that you guys don't care that I'm not like reading something else. I just can only see what is here. I feel like if there is a lawsuit going on here, I feel like you're the one that's going to win. That would be another message. Something is going to be made fair and right for you. And this could be memories surrounding your family. I'm specifically saying a mom. Um, so I kind of feel like you're seeing the situation in a different light. Like maybe something happened with your mom that was heavy, you know, and you felt some type of way, and spirit is showing you something different. Like, wait, like I had this planned, like it was fair, you know, like it was me the whole time, like you did great. I think sometimes when our higher self reveals this stuff to us, it heals us. And that's the next card out, healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. So, this also could be like some kind of a discrepancy. Maybe you have a mate that one mate's older than the other. Maybe there's some kind of settlement going on. I don't know. But it's like you're at a courthouse, right? Maybe you're, I don't know, I don't know, but it says imagine you and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed in this very moment. So I kind of feel like there's healing going on behind the scenes. Your higher, your spiritual messages here, two of scrolls, it's two worlds. So this is about understanding the polarity between spirit and human, and um, what the outer world demands of you versus what the spirit world is directing you to, right? So you're kind of like in the middle of that, like you're not sure, what way do I go? Which way do I go? And then the Eight of Forces, which is the lightning bolt. And I feel like, you know, this is just a cool card. Look at it. Every time I see lightning, I think of spirit, right? So I feel like spirit is coming in. I feel like they're helping you understand your true beauty, you know, as a soul and as a human. And maybe Like even like getting you in on that knowledge, because I kind of feel like a lot of people don't really take it into consideration. Like, we really do have, agendas. Our soul has an agenda, right? And our human being comes here and we create agendas, don't we? We kind of do. We make plans, we make decisions, we work toward things, right? What's the lightning bolt? This is the Eight of Wands. And this is always good energy. It's spirit. It's spirit energy causing a ruckus, changing something. Tell me what you're changing and healing for, um, Pisces. So, okay. So I feel like there's something in your life. Ooh, toxicity at the bottom. So, so they could be showing you something like, okay, so they're talking about the two worlds, right? So there's a party slash toxicity pattern here, and there's also being present and being grateful and living in the moment. And I kind of feel like it's saying, like, I feel like you're feeling vulnerable. I feel like you're trying to avoid making a decision. And you could be pulled into different directions, like from what does my body want? What does my soul want? And I kind of feel like your body or your human person is like, I don't know, maybe attracted to toxic patterns. Like maybe it's about um, self um, medicating. That's what I'm trying to say. Self medicating, right? Because the party card is here. So I feel like I don't know if you have the tendency to do that, but it looks to me like that's being healed in you if you do have the tendency to do it. Um, I feel like what's going to change your energy here with the Eight of Forces is the gratitude card. That's the place, like staying in the moment and staying grateful for what you have in the moment. You know what I mean? And when we do that, what ends up happening is, we attract more to be grateful for. You know, if you wake up in the morning and list off 10 things you're grateful for, you're probably going to see 20 things you're grateful for throughout the day. It's a matter of watching for it. It's a matter of focusing on it. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever been around someone who focuses on negative all the time? I feel like I've lived like that pretty much maybe my whole life, like just focusing on negative everything. And it keeps you from actually winning. It keeps you from the success that your soul is trying to like lead you to, this self-love, this freedom that you seek. It's keeping you from it, this toxicity. So the secret here, and I feel like the Eight of Forces is showing you that, like, just be grateful. So maybe what's happening is your higher self is showing you different things to be grateful for about yourself, about your body. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a body problem, I would say, like, start being grateful for that body. What it's given you so far? You know? Like, I didn't really even ever think about this stuff until my son was sick. And I mean, like, I don't think anybody really thinks about it. You know what I mean? Like, I never did. Like, think about your kidneys. Like, that's what happened to my son. His kidneys failed. Did you ever one time think about your kidneys in your whole life? No, because they just work. They just work, and we just take it for granted that they're going to work. And the only reason that we ever pay attention to them is when they don't work. And then we start learning about that stuff. And so what I might suggest here for the year of 2024, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like This message is about healing yourself. It's about healing your body, bringing healing in. And so I kind of feel like the key to healing yourself and your body is to appreciate it. Understanding the true beauty of that body. Those kidneys just filter out whatever we don't need. Do you know why? Because if we didn't have them, I mean, we would die of toxic poisoning. Everything that we eat has the ability to poison us to death. Orange juice, bananas. I'm still talking about kidneys because it's really the only thing I know. And I was forced to know it, right? But let's say you eat some bananas. You could die, your heart could stop if you didn't have kidneys. Potassium stops your heart, overdose, right? But mostly our kidneys just filter it. We pee it out right away. We never gets toxic for a person with working kidneys, but for a person without kidneys, could kill you. So I kind of feel like maybe one thing at a time, appreciating one part of your body at a time. And because this is your overall message and energy, Pisces, I feel like maybe you should concentrate on one piece of your body at a time. If there's something breaking down, look it up. If there's something that's working great, maybe it's just one thing, but it's working. Look that up. Find out everything you can do to love that piece of you. You know what I mean? If it's something that's breaking down, what can you do to love yourself and take care of that organ or whatever it is, right? What can you do to show love to yourself? Because it's imperative that you show gratitude in order to bring more things to be grateful for. I'm grateful that I woke up today. I'm grateful that my legs work and I can walk out to the mailbox and get the mail. I'm grateful that I can pee, right? I'm grateful that my heart is beating. It's all those things. And I'm only just saying this because of this card. It's like someone's having a problem, and I don't know who you are, Pisces, but I love you. And I feel like you can switch this around. It's not too late to switch this around. And I think you can heal yourself, and I'm a big believer in that. So it's about loving your body, it's about loving yourself, your mind, your soul, appreciating all those things and listing them daily. You know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful I can get out of bed. I'm grateful I have a place to live. I'm grateful I can drink this water. I'm grateful, you know. Give the world or the universe gratitude, and I promise it'll give you back double things, you know. If we start like putting that in our head, like, well, I gotta think of things I'm grateful for, you know, in order to change my situation. And then it really makes you start realizing more things. It's your higher self. It's showing you all this stuff. So I feel like big changes coming here in July, August, and September, understanding the true beauty of who you are. October, November, December, you are free. Do you see what you're doing here? Getting chills. I feel like somebody is totally falling in love with themselves here. I feel like you have connected with your soul October, November, December. I feel like you are so loving yourself. This is just beautiful. We've got the Ace of Cups, we've got the Knight of Cups, and we got the Fool card. You are free because your love, because of your love, because your heart chakra is open. What that does is it opens the pathway for your higher self to come out and be loud and proud and show you some different stuff. So, what's happening next here? Courthouse and house. So, I don't know. Are you guys selling a house, buying a house? Something's changing with your house. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're selling, maybe you're... Clarify the courthouse. I feel like something's big changing inside you. Like, I don't know, like maybe this house is representing your body, you know? Because I feel like big changes. I feel like you're excited. Maybe it is about selling a house, right? Um, but I also feel like you're getting an awakening. I feel like there's fire coming in, like Ace of Wands, like a new beginning for you. It's exciting. Um, and maybe it all begins with like letting go of this house. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and it will work out. That's this card here. So, yeah. So maybe what you're surrendering is the way it used to be, right? Like you could be surrendering your home. Maybe you're letting it go, like if you're walking away from a situation, which you could be. Over here it kind of talks about it, right? Like something's going on over here, and then over here you're like, I'm just gonna let this go. I'm just walking away. Things will work out. You're right. Your higher self is the leader of the band over here. And I think like just this surrender of like walking away, letting go of what maybe physical things, right? It's got a house here. So here is what the spirit advice is here. It's Archangel Gabriel and Five of Scrolls. Five of Scrolls is about trying new things. It's about a period of expansion. It's about letting yourself go further than you've ever gone before. It's like transcending, right? It's like surrendering and letting your higher self. And the Archangel Gabriel coming in, right? This is about understanding something. It's about getting clarity, right? It's the number 3 card. So this could be about counseling. So I don't know, maybe you're getting a counselor, but I feel like it's you're being asked to express how you feel. So maybe you'll be doing some writing, communication, peaceful truth, gaining clarity. So I don't know if you write, but I feel like this Archangel Gabriel is saying that maybe you should. He's the Archangel of communication. I mean, isn't he the one that always came and gave all the messages? Like he's the one who come to Earth and tell the messages, right? Isn't that the story? Tell me about Gabriel. Tell me about Gabriel. Oh, it's about alchemizing. Yeah, you are changing your own energy. You are. And I feel like, there could be love coming in, but I feel like wherever it's coming from your higher self. I feel like your higher self is guiding you with the Fool card. Your heart is open. I feel like you're walking away. You're seeing things different. You're like, I'm walking away from that. You might even be walking away from your home and just leaving it. You're surrendering. You're like, whatever you think, Spirit, what do you think? And Spirit's like, I'll show you. I'll show you through a memory because you are Spirit. You know what I mean? You just got to connect in with that piece of you. So I feel like you're doing that in October, November, and December, and I feel like you're feeling very free. And I do feel like you're being called to talk about yourself, and I see you being a master alchemizer, changing energy. I mean, You have let negative energy actually affect your body. So who better to like master alchemy than you? That's what you're doing, because you're healing your own self. So by the end of this year, you're going to be absolutely free, Pisces. Free from all the bullshit, right? And I feel like you're clear on unconditional love, and you're loving yourself. Oh. So that is what I'm seeing here. Dang. So that is what I'm seeing here for you guys, and I hope that all made sense. And I hope you guys a really great new year and an easy, fun, exciting ride through the year. Relax and enjoy the ride. And to know that I love you guys and know how powerful you are. You can do it. You can change this energy. You can heal yourself. I don't care if it's a physical ailment or a mental one. You have the power to change it just with your thoughts. So start doing the gratitude thing. That's what changes our energy, and that's what changes what we attract into our life. So start being grateful and watch things change. And okay, that's it. I love you. Have a great day.